Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
So we are continuing with the Vilapkus Manjali purport.
Not from beginning.
Not from beginning, no, from later. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami's prayers of lamentation. When he could not see Sri Rupa Goswami and his devotees anymore, he began to cry.
You see, it indirectly hinting to us, when I not see my Gurudev and the association of God, brother and sister, we feel missing. If I will think that Rupa Goswami is missing, this is a long time.
Artificial also, because
Artificial. We have to start with this mood that I am missing my association of Gurudev. I am missing the brother and sister where I am sitting and sharing with them with love.
right.
That I am missing. When I will feel this, then I will relish that. That is the meaning of that. If not, this will be only theory.
Feelings have to be there.
Increase. And increase from the me. And how I will increase? Not with the theory, with the practical doing.
With the relation Guru.
All, you not one tongue. No, please.
So he began to cry, suffering from their separation. And when he could not hear them speaking about Krishna anymore, he loudly began to cry out of grief.
Yeah. That I am missing that. Like you go to the Delhi, you go to Mathura, you go someplace where you miss that. That time you have to feel missing something. That is missing. When I miss something, you miss. When mother go far from his children, he miss, he cry for that. He think for that. Similarly, if we are really close with my spiritual master, we have to miss that. We have to miss that association. If it's not happening, then it's not happening practically in our life. Then I'm in philosophy, in theory, but we know relish the meaning. Understand?
Oh Radha, Krishna, where are you? Where are you, but Vishaka and Lalita? Please reveal yourself to me. Oh Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Oh
How they will
Lord.
reveal to you or to me when my Gurudev is not revealing to me and my God brother sister not revealing to me. Huh?
Is maybe
You know? Understand? my mother and not son is revealing to him. His husband is not revealing to him. His daughter is not revealing. Then what type of mother she is? What type of wife she is? Not crying? Not crying means thinking for that? Missing for that? Right? Understood? It's a nature. And we are in natural or not? We have to be natural. We practice to become unnatural. And we have to make natural ourselves. This is a spiritual life. What is the difference between material and spiritual? Not ritual. Ritual is not spiritual. Ritual is one of the part of behavior of the ritual. Ritual is do. Ritual cannot be spiritual. Spiritual means feelings, your connections, your attachment.
Akuti.
Huh?
Akuti.
Akuti.
Greed.
Greed is a heart business, is a soul business, not a philosophy, mind business. We practice to be through the mind to understand. We practice to do with a ritual to understand. Something I do and then I can impress him. No. By ritual, Shiva can impress. You can impress Shiva only. Putting water, giving milk, first water, flower, he will attract you. Every day you do, he will be very attractive. And his attraction will remove your ignorance. That is must. Your ignorance will remove. You will realize the reality. Because he is the giver of ignorance and he is removal of ignorance. He gave the ignorance and he removed the ignorance. Maya is the ignorance. And Mahamaya is sitting there with Shiva, Parvati. So Mahamaya will clothe herself to disturb you. And Mahamaya can expand herself to not to disturb you when she will be happy. If you are devoted to Shiva's service, then he will cover herself, not Maya disturb you. And when you don't do service of Shiva, then she will expand to disturb you with Maya. So you can make happy by doing ritual and he become very happy. Bring some bell patra, flower, put on him, put water on him, put milk on him. Always is there. Do it. All your ignorance will go and Mahamaya will not disturb you. 100%. And he is the giver of bhakti. When Maya is not disturbing and ignorance is gone, bhakti will come. You go in any temple of Vrindavan, you will see in the front of temple Ganesha. In this temple also go outside Ganesha. Any temple go Ganesha. Why? Because you are going to darshan of Radha and Krishna, and without mercy of intelligentsia, if you have no intelligentsia to understand divine power, you cannot understand. This is the grace of Ganesha, son of Shiva. He opened my vision to understand. Out of covering, he removed my covering of ignorance. Because Father is removing ignorance and he giving knowledge, intelligence. We are so covered, we think that human can be a god. One person comes, he says, I went to one place, it's a place of Krishna. And one man become God, Krishna. I went there and it's a very powerful place. Hamka hear the powerful sitting, but you go there. I think in my mind, ignorance. Human cannot be a God.
Not even with the mind, the consciousness.
God, conscious, how much will conscious? Body is there, condition is there, senses are there. All human cannot become Krishna. He is a human body. He cannot become Radha, human body. Is a divine power. This mercy comes from the Shiva.
The divine body is so light, like a flower, very light.
Understand? The light. I am in darkness. If I am in dark, I cannot see. In my table, what is there? Similarly, when in the darkness, no light, then I cannot see if it is in my near. And if you put little light, you can see what is there. So this intelligentsia, knowledge is the light. To see crystal clear everything.
So Gurudev, I was wondering in my mind, what is the difference between Guru Tattva of taking away avidya and Shiva?
Guru Tattva.
Same?
Guru is Guru.
Right.
Guru cannot be many. Guru is in the form of grass, in the form of tree, in the form of everything teaching to us. Is all Guru Tattva. Andare Nitai, Bahare Nitai. There is no any place where Nitai is not living. My Guru not living is not happening. Guru is there. Guru is the divine tattva. And who took out my ignorance, that is my Guru. And who give the ignorance, Guru also give the ignorance. When he see this disciple is bogus, he don't listen to me. Yeah. Good. Do what you like. Means he is giving you to
Independence.
suffer. Independence. To suffer more than you will understand.
So Shiva is also Guru Tattva in this regard.
He is not Bhagavan Tattva, Guru Tattva. There are two Tattva, Guru Tattva and Paramatma. Guru cannot be a Paramatma, but Paramatma is living inside the Guru. But Guru never claimed that I am a God. Only the Mayavadi, impersonalists, they think that I am a God. Brahmagyan, Bhakta, lovers never think that I am a God. Then how you will love? Lovers need two partners. Mother recognition is no when she is alone. She is not become mother, she is not real mother. You cannot say. Mother is when you give the birth of baby, they have become mother. The pain of giving birth is a mother feeling, understand. Taking care of the children from the childhood, that suffering and the suffer to grow up the children, that is the quality of mother. Then she becomes mother. How many ups and downs coming in life she is tolerating and going on. Mother, no, my daughter and my son is doing some wrong, and she ignored to even not to say to his husband. That is mother. Hiding the mistake of the children is mother quality. Punishing to the children is a father quality. Mother will always hide the mistake of the children. Mother will give money, but what he will say with that? Don't say to father. She will say to the father. She will say to husband, but he say to the son or daughter, not say to the father. My grandmother gives some money to anyone. So don't say to others that I give you money. Like this is the nature of mother. You want to hide my personal relation, don't share to others. So this feeling has to increase or decrease.
Increase.
That increasement is a spiritual life. Who has it in the Western means not European, Indian also Western. means the modern world, you can say, not Western. This is a different system coming up to suppress the feeling and to be practical. To live in the practical. What is practical nowadays? To be only without feeling. Stop your feelings. This feeling is wrong. Then how you can be a spiritual? If you block your feeling, then where you are? It is a God gifted to the soul. It is the nature of the soul. But we want to live in the consciousness of body. And body has no feeling. And this all feeling is coming from the soul. Sense has no feeling. We think my sense is giving me pleasure. Are it? Take out one soul from one body and touch any part of the body of the lady or male. They have a feeling. This feeling is coming from the soul. This feeling his soul is giving, not my senses is giving. And we forget that. Soul is connected with Savior who created me. Lord, my lover who loves me, really my love, and send here. And I forget that. What is this? This is a craziness. And what for working for? For the material thing, for my body, for my ego. What is this? Come back. Come in reality and move on. That is the spiritual life. If you are in body, what for you will work? For mind? Mind is fixed with body and your senses. So what mind will work? For your senses. So my senses are boss. And mind is serving, body is serving. Where is the soul now? Gone. Feeling is gone. No, you say wrong. Feeling, my senses are giving feeling. I feel so nice feeling when my partner touch my senses. This touch is to increase your ignorance more. There is nothing is losing everything. This is Mahamaya. This is Maya growing up. And we are playing with the Maya. And we forget my reality, myself. And spirituality. And then say, change my clothes and put my tilak like me, and I am a devotee now. Behind this clothes and thinks something else is there. Go on. This is very important to understand.
So day and night, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami was crying like this, while his body and mind were
You see,
burning.
body and mind. This body and mind start burning for this.
This comes from inside to outside.
This coming from the purity living. Then sense and body not and mind is not disturbed. Prabhupada say, I say yesterday also, mind is in agreement with consciousness.
Then it's a pure feeling.
Then burning, body will start burning. Your senses will start burning. Your tears will start coming. It is not giving pleasure, but pleasure we are enjoying for nothing. Pus, what is it?
Pulse?
Pus, mucus, yellow.
Oh, this mucus, yeah. Ita. Pus.
Pus, blood. What is in this body? Kaka,
Yeah, all this is liquid.
pee. This is the human body made by this.
All these nice.
And we play with this, we feel pleasure with this. Mucus, kaka, pee, shit.
No.
Rose flower is a flavor like a rose to me. This is a material called Maya. When Maya is proper, we are so ignorant, we think this is a rose
Yeah.
flavor. You can see the Maya, how they can catch. For what? These items.
He is falling on the bank of Radhakund, breathing deeply, unable to say a word.
Unable to say a word because he is living in himself, Sarup. Not marginal, conditional, independent. He is himself in his spiritual form. So what is the use of this body if I not realize and try for divine, my history, to meet with him? I know Christ for my Gurudev and my brother and sister. I am crying for others. Or I have to cry for this. Real flower, real rose. I will accept the shit rose like a real rose. Right?
Yes. But Raghunath Das Goswami was in a different mood.
What?
He is in such a mood of separation, he was crying his Vilapa Kusmanjali.
Because he realized this.
Yes.
He has a nice wife. He was the richest man. He has all comforts. He is not a beggar. He has no family, not like this beautiful wife.
He was a special.
And he realized this shit rose flower.
This is your new creation, Guru.
No, we like it, you know. So we say, yeah, I say.
Yeah,
Right
he was
or not?
completely out of the world. Yes.
It's not that his requirement was there. He is not without a family. He is not without money, so he is doing like that.
Pure bhakti.
If you have everything, then you can cry. When you have no money, then you will cry for the money. If you have no husband, then you will cry for the husband. If you have no children, cry for the children. If you have not bad nature children, then cry for the good boy. But if you have everything, and Krishna give everything to you, then what is to cry now? Huh? For you, my dear, why not I will cry? How to learn to love from Swami to love you and to care you and to give this love to whole your creation. That should be the goal. And Raghunath Das Goswami is not bothering. He is trying to get sea only. Suffering. Suffering for this, not for this. We are suffering for this, so we have not time for new things, spiritual. Right.
So, therefore, this book of his lamentation is the incomparably relishable treasure for the
How relishable treasure he had. See that.
sharing with us.
That he's sharing. He crossed everything and we are suffering but very backside. If you have a desire for relishing this treasure, start. Learn to cry like this.
Those who are also
Make high little.
suffering separation from Sri Radha's lotus feet.
Yeah. Radha lotus feet. Why not Krishna lotus feet? We listen Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Why not Krishna lotus feet? How you will know Krishna? With philosophy. Give one person that he learned from the philosophy. One man's name that he knows through the philosophy. Uddhava. And if somebody is more jnani and philosopher than Uddhava, no one. And then he has to come to the Vrindavan And when the dust of Vrindavan come in head, his feelings start changing. See Uddhav Geet, Uddhav Charitra, when he is coming to Vrindavan, what happened to Uddhava? Jnani has this position. He don't want to go out from Vrindavan. He wants to be immersed in the dust of Vrindavan. What is the reason behind this? This Uddhava is a friend of Krishna and living all the time with Krishna, eating with Krishna, dressing like Krishna, horse riding with Krishna, everything doing like a Krishna doing. But he was knowing only that he is a
blade of grass he was.
Krishna is like a Bhagavan, Paramatma.
Preaching.
He is everywhere, he is nowhere.
He was preaching.
They can be preacher. But Krishna say, you are not preacher. Still you are not preacher. You need learning. But you are so knowledgeable. I cannot say to go and learn from there. You will never go. He said that go and teach to them. They are very innocent, not educated. They are village girls. They never go to school. Only go and teach them. This is not a big job. I was going to Switzerland and Germany. I preached there. What about this thing? I am going whole world, and everyone is very attracted. What about other place? Village girls? Teaching is not a big job for me. Okay, I will go. You understand? Philosophy teaching is one subject, but rasa knowing is knowing rasa. What you can teach rasa? Nobody can teach. You have to learn more and more. All are students for rasa. Go on.
For the Rasika devotees, the practice of hearing and chanting these...
Only the Rasik devotees, only they hear and chant. They are students. This is the nature of the student, no preacher. They are Rasika. They are chanting and hearing and not talking about it. Because they don't want to go for talking. Avoiding, they don't like. They are running away from talking. Means you understand, they become Rasik. They are Rasikas, will never like to speak. They like to hear from Suniti, from all. Everyone is a teacher. Because when listen, they learn more what is missing in their life. And chanting gives the relishment of that point. Then chanting becomes tasteful. Philosophy never will make you tasteful chant. If you want to know through philosophy to Krishna, and you will increase your chanting, impossible. Because juicy is not there, why you will do that? Rasa will come, then you will do that. Why you eat? Because you feel rasa with eating. Anything what is juicy you like to take. Right or not?
Yes. So the Rasika devotees, for the Rasika devotees, the practice of hearing and chanting these wonderful prayers is a beautiful means of Sadharani Karan, identifying oneself with a transcendental role model
Next class.
and will help them to attain the astonishing relish of Vipralamba Rasa, love in separation. But this practice should be done in full awareness of one's Siddha Swarup, spiritual body. So now Gurudev has to explain this is
अब हमको नहीं मालूम अब हम क्या
Again, Gurudev, this is such a deep.
I know this.
So, by hearing and chanting Vilakkush Manjali, it will help to attain an astonishing relish of Vipralamba Ras in Sadharani Karan, identifying oneself with a transcendental role model, in this case Srila Raghunath Goswami or Tulsi Manjari. But this practice should be done in full awareness of one's Siddha Swarupa, spiritual body.
Sadharanikaran. What is sadharan? Simple. To become simple.
Sadhar.
हाँ? साधारण what क्या कहते हो?
Simple.
Sadharan means be in your position.
Wait, sir.
Simple. Make yourself simple.
Cowgirl.
Are simple. Why you complicate yourself? Our nature to create complication. And what you are, you accept that. When you will hearing and chanting, you will make yourself simple. First thing. And what is simplest thing? That you are soul. And soul is a spiritual identity. And soul has a form. And soul form is moving for this mood. This is simpleness. And to develop this simpleness, you cannot do with preaching. You have to do chanting and hearing. It should be your nature to listen and chant. If you are not interested to listen, you are not interested to chant, it will never come. You will not become simple. You will more complicate yourself. You have to understand A, you will understand B, C, D, E, F. but is no meaning for that. Simpleness is simple. Read again.
So, the Rasika devotees, for the Rasika devotees, the practice of hearing and chanting Vilapakus Manjali will help them to attain and chanting these wonderful prayers is a beautiful means or method of Sadarani Karana, identifying oneself with a transcendental role model.
Without becoming sadharan, simple, you cannot become role model. Not be complicated.
No, but Raghunath Das Goswami is our role model, Guru.
Raghunath Das Goswami is role model, but we are not role model to follow him.
Sure, we are not.
We are very complicated.
Yes.
We do this against his behavior. This is not a natural what we are doing. We have to become in natural, easy way. We are doing unnatural thing. Material movement. Our movement is material. Sadharan means to be a normal person. And to make the role model of the Mahajan who becomes simple. He was king, he was with family, and he became very simple life. Begging and living and simple life. I cannot live or beg, but we can make more simplest way to identify my Sarup. My identification of spirituality. We cover with this all material thing, my mind, body and senses, and we are playing in that game.
Yeah. We are more identified there than in our...
This is not simple, it's a complicated. So this complication system has to free.
Yeah.
For that we are chanting and listening to be free and to be followed this way. What the Raghunath Das Goswami is doing.
Right. So question is here, I have one question, Gurudev, because you always say that this Vilapakus Manjali is making us fixed in going into Manjari bath, I think. But here it says, this practice of Sadarani Karan and following Raghunath Das Goswami should be done in full awareness of one's Siddha Swarup.
What is Siddha Swarup?
Your eternal soul form.
Swarup, what you said, understand. Form. What is Swarup? That is form. And that is Manjari Swarup. That is my identity because this is my body's form. Your form is different in your body. Her form is different in birth. But why not I identify this? We are very complicated.
Yes.
In short way, I make so complicated myself that I no reach the point. Because we are complicated, not simple, sadharan, easy way want to go. We are working in different platform, not in the right place. We are not simple person. very complicated. What we understand, what we are doing, is all in false game.
In an ego.
Ego. Not to reach the reality. Reality is not ego. Reality is not a preaching. Reality is not a become big guru. Reality is not like a do something. Reality to do bhajan and be listen, quiet, gentle way. To fix yourself in yourself. Simple point. I explain for general, but short way I say you for the fix in yourself.
Yes.
This is his teaching.
Next sentence also makes the same point, Gurudev. A person who tries to relish these sweet mellows while feeling himself sitting in the prison house of the material body simply deceives himself.
This is disease.
Deceive. Deception. Illusion.
And disease also.
Disease.
Sick.
Yeah, this is the disease.
Sickness. They don't want to lose. Old friends. They are diseased. And my disease cannot go clear without listening and chanting. No other way. But what to listen? Not any philosophy to listen. Only to listen about this Rasik Bhakta, the pastime of Radha and Krishna to listen. Read any scripture of any Mahajan, they say only pastime. They will never mention any philosophy. Read any books, take out. They say pastime of Radha. Listen to the pastime. Read the pastime. They not say that read the philosophy. Philosophy is this to confirm what you are talking is in philosophy or not.
Can I add one point to this, Gurudev?
Yeah.
I was reading or thinking about the books of Mahanidhi Swami now. And he gave away all his books from former times, slowly. So I was thinking, why is he doing it? Because now that he has another realization, his pastime and everything he's saying is coming from another point. So any pastime is also not just the same mood. Because I read some stories in his book, The Pastimes of Radha and Krishna in Radhakund. He has one book. He gave to me last time. You can always take all the books you like from him. So I look in this pastime and there's many things, nice explanations, but no Manjari Bhav. It's mainly about Radha Krishna and the Sakhis. So why he's giving all these books? Because now he's in a completely different mood. Everything he says, everything he's giving is always only in Manjari Bhav. And that was missing before.
We can say about Sakhi Bhav.
Right.
But we cannot enter in Manjari Bhav without association of the Rasik Vaishnava.
Right.
Rasik Vaishnava or bringing you Manjari Bhav, not Sakhi Bhav. Then you will say Mahaprabhu is telling about I want to become Dasi of Gopi. Gopi in Gopi categories.
Different categories.
Categories are there. Many are there. Saki, Sachari, others. And Manjaris, Kinkaris, many. So which practice is mine? I have to make the base of that. My base is a Kinkari or Manjari, and I make the following the Gopi Bhav.
The fine tuning.
Then it will never work.
You will get not the nourishment for your soul.
Because I do this Sakhi Bhav, because Krishna is there. And I am attached with Krishna, so I cannot leave Krishna, because Krishna is so provident for me. And in Manjari Bhav, you have to leave Krishna. You cannot talk about Krishna. He is behind. You cannot dream to him. You have to practice like this to come to the Manjari Bhav. Sorry to say.
No, this is very
It's a big, heavy sadhana.
It's
Mahaprabhu gives not an easy way.
But
And now who is talking in philosophy, philosopher will always talk about God and it's a Krishna. Then now how he can change his philosophy things to leave Krishna and to be talk on Manjari?
very difficult.
No, it's too heavy. This life not work. Maybe next life.
Ecology is a Sakhi.
Sakhi Bhav.
That's why you said those.
Damesh Baba, Sakhi Bhav.
If we don't know the difference, Gurudev, and we take the nourishment from different speakers, we can be easily out of our mood.
Yeah. I went some days to this backside of the ISKCON,
Oh, this Madan
Madan Tale.
there, yeah.
I like when he is talking of Radha. I like he is talking about Vrindavan. When he talk about Gopi and Sachari and Manjaris are not there and Manjari has no place, I stop going. This is not my place. My place where Manjaris are there. But others will not recognize it. Because they are living in Gopi Bhav, Manjari Bhav. Mahaprabhu gives the highest thing in our life.
Jai. Jai Gauri, Jai. Jai Gaur.
Manjari means one pointed to Radhika is Manjari. It's possible to forget Krishna? You see? Very difficult. Who has the difficulty, they can reach up to Gopi Bhav. Manjari Bhav cannot reach. That to knowledge, to know this. You want to be Gopi or you want to be Manjari? I give you some all hints. Like Prashant and Mridula. And we become friend of Mridula to make relation with Prashant. Understand? In beginning she will make you friend, but she don't know why you are making a relation, but you hiddenly your desire to make the relation with Prashant. and you neglect her, and you go to meet with Prashant's private place. That is a gopi bhav, sakhi bhav. Because you are friend only with Mridula for Prashant. This is Sakhi. Gopi is doing. Gopi, because Gopi has many categories. So they are Sakhis are doing. And Manjaris only want Mridula. Only want to be with Mridula. Only want to be with Kishori, not with Siddha. That is Manjari Bhav. Are Siddhar is for Kishori. How I can think for him? If I think, then I am not an honest maidservant of Kishori. That is Manjari Bhav. What is good? What is honesty or not honesty? That is good. But we are so dishonest, we want to steal the lover's beloved. This is Krishna I cannot leave because Krishna I want to be associate and develop the loving. This is my goal of life. Understand? But Manjari has only one goal, to serve Kishori. That is Manjari. Very, very high thing Mahaprabhu gave. Highest thing. It's not easy sadhana. The Supreme God, you want no interest in Supreme God. Because you become the Kishori's friend and maidservant of him. Small thing I said, there are many details on that.
Buddhist, how can we go about this all without creating conflict in ourselves or with others who are more into Krishna Katha?
Huh?
How we can go about all this, what we are listening now here, without creating conflict in ourselves or also with others who are more into Krishna Katha?
Bhakti Vinod Thakur write it. Never associate with those who is worshipping Krishna alone without Radhika. If you have any desire for a drop of rasayana, if you associate, you will burn out your drop.
That sounds very one-pointed, Guru.
Read Bhakti Vinod, our Acharya.
I know. But how is our situation in the West when we are not here in Vrindavan?
I not go to West because I am not sick. I am not bothered to go jail or any problem. I only not go that I don't want to burn out if I have a few drops of kripa of Radha. I have to live in that and associate with her lotus feet and her land. My Gurudev say, never go out from Vrindavan, all will come to me. Why I will go? For what? So for preaching I have no interest. For disciple I have no interest. What result will come with the making disciple and preaching? Nothing. It's all false. It's all for lava puja pratishtha, for self respect, self earning, and self nothing, no devotion, bhakti. Why I will do? I decide not to go.
And ask Gurudev, now what about us if you don't go? We should also just stay
Because
home.
when you come something, you have a mercy of Radhika. Why you will go? If you have no mercy, you will be a ping pong always. Ping pong. My Premanand say ping pong.
But be merciful to your ping pongs, Gurudev.
Ping pong, ping pong. Marginal, we are marginal, we have to move like this. We are conditional, marginal, independent. We don't want to control by others. We have to jump like this. When we will start trying for my Gurudev, when we will start trying for my brother and sister, we will start crying again for that association. Then the greed will come for Radha Krishna. And that greed I am missing, so I need not to go. Why go? My greed is missing, not trying. I have to try, so I am living in. Bless me to try. Right? Bless me to be with my God brothers, sisters, and associates with the Radhika's Dasi. That we have. What is the use of the association of cowboys? I don't need. If I was in Savanal and they are playing this Gopa Kumar, I am first going out. I am not going to look back. I know I like Leela, but I am not going to see that. I never read this.
Bhagavatamrita.
No, Gopa Kumara Prasanga I never know. But anything I understand this is for the Gopa Kumara,
For the Gopa.
not for the Manjari. After becoming Gopa Kumara means Krishna closest friend, he has to travel so much and see my Radhika's devotees. If he is nothing doing, he is following like a kinkari, manjari, they are set.
Sure, Gurudev, this is for beginners. Beginners' inspiration to understand different
My
universes.
dear, for the Gopa Kumara.
Yes.
Sorry to say.
But
not for the manjaris.
No. But there was one thing
No,
I like.
no, for beginners who don't know about Gopa Kumara and Manjari for that.
Yes.
They don't know the bhava, flow of the five mellow. For them is okay. There you come in one mellow.
Exactly. So you could say in this way, the whole Bhakti festival is for beginners who want to flow.
No, they are very senior people.
No.
No, I accept that all seniors are there.
So you would say it is better not to go there?
Not sure to go. That is the only place to go. In Europe, where you will go?
That's the only year or month or week in the year when you get this kind of.
Now you have to decide. Krishna Chandra is showing that you decide you want to become Gopakumara. What will happen to you?
I understand like this, Gurudev. Sanatana Goswami is the teacher of Sambandagya. So in the end, when Gopakumar came to be with the Krishna in the Nandagaon, his name was not Gopakumar, his name was Sarupa. So that was interesting point, that it seemed like Sanatana Goswami was making this point, only by Svarup you can come into the Leela.
Something like very clear. Without Sarup you are Gopakumara. Sorry to say. Without Sarup you are Gopakumara. You like only to travel, tourism.
Nein.
Without Sarup is a tourism. Only tourism is there. You will like to tour, no other thing. Sometime Brunei, sometime here, sometime there. Gopakumara.
Ah.
When you will come in your Sarupa, you don't need to travel.
When you are in your goal. So in this way it is also, but nobody of course speak about this.
Why they will speak? This has to do. That is, the traveling is more easy to do, and this has to practice very seriously.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Perfect timing.
Thank you, Gurudev.
Huh?
Thank you again for this nectar, high nectar, Maha nectar.
Sorry. What I listened from Suniti, I said.
What we listened from Vilapushpa.
No, you don't know
Ananda Das Babaji.
I know not. I from Ananda Priya. Radhe Radhe Go.